Test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. There we go. All right. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a fantastic Wednesday here, the day before Thanksgiving. We're going to spend the next hour going over a bunch of different stuff here, but long story short, we bounced on top of that support that we talked about, 90,900. It was a great level of support, a level of resistance that it used to be, right? However, I was wrong about a price target. If you guys did do that day trade, I was saying you guys should sell at 66,000. It actually ran up to 67,000 for a pretty nice pop here. So, depending on if you guys took that trade, you guys had a pretty good one here. Like I said, this is a 20 to 30 hour long hold. So if you guys did take that, personally, I'd be out right now. But I didn't take the trade to begin with because I've been so busy. I got my card detailed today. It is absolutely stunning, beautiful. No dog hair, no nothing here, so it's pretty nice. And then I got my car all fixed up and tuned up yesterday, so everything is really nice. Sister's in town, which means I don't really have as much time for streaming and work this week, but that's fine. Helping her out with some baking and stuff later on, so pretty good day. And hello, P. May Productions, happy to see you quite a bit, or happy to see you, excuse me. Sorry, Loki's over here winding up a storm. I'm going to give him a tiny treat, but not much more because he just stole a treat when I wasn't looking, which ticked me off. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Mr. Drool. Yeah, that's a lot of drool in there, but yeah. Alright, yeah. I know I have a napkin somewhere. There we go. Alright, but anyway, happy to see you guys here. Let's get started with the technical analysis. Because again, interesting thing happening here. So yesterday what we were talking about is what to do with some of the support levels that Bitcoin had seen. The closest one we had to us was the 90,900. If you guys recall, this is the one that's between the large breakout of around 72,000, 72,500, and up here this next big block that we have around $104,000. There's this one I found kind of late after testing out some things. We talked about it, and it did take us a few days to break out above it. Right? We stopped 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days to really get a good blast off. 9 days to get a really good blast off here. But even after that, we got too close to the sun and Bitcoin got pushed back down a little bit. However, what do we talk about when it comes to those moving averages? Typically, when we get close to those moving averages, you're going to see a lot more volatility, and this is no exception here. I would say 9 times out of 10, when you see the price action, or the candles, whatever you want to call it, just the price, get too close to a 20-day moving average or a 50-day moving average, you're typically going to see some type of big move, right? It's hard to determine if the move is going to be up or down. Right now, we've been more bullish, I would say, just because the weekly charts are there. But by all means, this could have easily brought us back down to $87,000 or so, right? But I think the pattern I showed you guys yesterday was the one that we commonly see where we come back up, come back down, we have a breakout. It looks more like that, like a W. Right, so I am keeping track of this. So far, I'm pretty happy with where Bitcoin is going. But in order for me to do something of a larger swing trade where I want to buy it for a 100K plus type of breakout, I'm thinking that I want to wait to see what Bitcoin does. Do we really make a downtrend here? Do we really have to come down for a couple more days and have a breakout? Because that breakout would time up with what's going to possibly happen over Monday or Tuesday of next week. So when the stock market's open, more money's flowing in from the ETFs and Wall Street. Maybe that might be something of a good help for us. The rest of the world is going to be working this week. America's our Thanksgiving here, but China keeps on doing what they're doing. Asia, Europe, they're going to keep on doing what they're doing here. So I think there's some opportunities here to make some plays. But as far as the trade we talked about yesterday, I'd pretty much be out of it right now. However, let me go back over here very fast. There was something that happened that was really crazy today, and that was Ethereum. Ethereum went right up to the level of resistance. If you guys did scale out, good for you. If not, you guys are hoping for a larger boom. But Ethereum is finally making that move that we've been hoping for. I think it was yesterday, the day before yesterday, we talked about how it was a little bit more oversold compared to other assets, like a Solana, Bitcoin. And it's pretty much caught back up here. Now, Solana, again, hit all-time highs. Bitcoin, as we know, hit all-time highs. Ethereum isn't there yet, but it is getting closer and closer. So I am going to be watching this to see how much further Ethereum wants to go. I'm hoping that later on this month we can actually have a breakout here along with Bitcoin, and then possibly Ethereum could probably get back up to maybe the next few months like $5,000. I think that'd be a pretty good level. $5,000 is right around here. It's not totally crazy, not next few month or so. I think that's something that we can reasonably do here. Later on in the cycle, I think we might be able to talk about it going up to $6,000 to $7,000, but we just don't know yet what's going to happen during that type of cycle. Are we going to have a huge mega cycle like this back in 2021, or is this going to be something different because we have more institutional money in there and I have the, you know, are these types of big booms a thing of the past? We'll have to wait and see. With meme coins, you know, it happens quite a bit, but you know, with these larger market caps, sometimes we just don't have the big booms we're expecting. But we'll have to wait and see. All right. Now, as far as the 4-hour chart's concerned, we did finally have a bullish 4-hour chart here. So if I pull this up here, what is going on here? Hope I don't need a new mouse. Or I probably just need a new mouse pad. We did end up having that 4-hour breakout moment here. So if you guys did want to buy, I think there's a chance. The only thing that was stopping me before was I thought the daily chart was still bearish. Yeah, see, the daily chart's still bearish, so to me that makes me a little bit more concerned. I'm still going to be sitting on my ass right now and just doing nothing. Although, I guess I did buy the dip yesterday. See, buying the dip gave me some profit here. I don't know if I should sell today, though, take that little bit of a profit, or I should just let it kind of continue growing here. Because that was a nice boom for a lot of these altcoins here, but I think for now I'll just keep it on because I still want to see if Bitcoin can hit $100,000, break out to $104,000, $105,000, and eventually get hit back down off of another Fibonacci level that might not break out until maybe January, February or so, because we have had a really good move so far. And hey, Design Pro Group, happy to see my man. Let's see. Bitcoin to 100K tomorrow. That's a huge move. I mean, I normally want to see the momentum spiking up a little bit more, but if you're looking for something more of an abnormal chart, I guess you could have that. The last time we've had that, though, was like way back over, right over here, during the Bitcoin ETF, where we're kind of getting a little bit choppy here, and all of a sudden we go boom. But that was based off of a big news announcement. Perhaps if we were to get some good news tomorrow, you might see some short squeeze that launches Bitcoin above 100K. But I'd still say we're in a pretty choppy environment right now, so I'd be taking it very easy. I'm not going all in until I see Bitcoin actually have a substantial breakout. That breakout is over here on the 4-hour chart. Looks like that. Right now we're consolidating. We've dipped back down, kind of like a healthy breakdown here. Can we have a breakout? If we have that breakout, I think Bitcoin hits $100,000 fairly easily. But I'm basically just waiting for that breakout before buying in. I've already been dollar cost averaging yesterday, so I got a lot of cheap tokens after a lot of these tokens have been going down anyway, right? Dogecoin dipped down yesterday. Whiff still coming down. Book of Meme came down. Sheeb was down a little bit. Pepe was down a little bit, but again, you just want to take advantage of some of these dips because you don't know when they're going to end. But a lot of these tokens have been making these downtrends as well, so everything needs to break out here. But usually, of course, Bitcoin is going to lead the way. When do I think Ethereum finally gets going? Any crystal ball price predictions, please? Think so. Literally just talked about it just a second ago. Rewind the chart. But basically, as far as finally gets going, it'll probably be later on once interest rates come down a little bit more. Remember, last time when we had the big rally here, I think I talked about this last week. Last time we had this big rally, it was when interest rates were at 0% or 0 to 0.25. And right now, plug that back in. There you go. Fed rate trading economics. There you go, right? This was back in the last bull market. Everything was flat, 0.025, right? Or 0.25, excuse me. Right, now we're back up here. Altcoin season usually happens during these moments. We can have little pumps and stuff like that while rates are going higher, but usually the best of Bitcoin typically happens when rates are fairly low. And even back over here, 1.5, 2, that's like the neutral rate, that's not terrible. But way up here at 4.75, we're really high to experience something like a crazy altcoin season right now. So we're hoping to see this come down quite fast, or at least 25 basis points a meeting coming forward, but maybe another 50 drop sometime there. There's some speculation, of course, that Trump and Jay Powell don't get along too well because Donald Trump wants to lower rates a lot more quickly because Trump feels the economy is humming along well, but there seems to be some issues and some cracks, right? I think the Target earnings call was a big crack, right? And that wall of like a really good economy. So I feel like Trump is panicking a little bit more over the economy because he wants to have a smooth economy during his last term. But we're still way too high, in my opinion, to do anything crazy like an altcoin season. But this kind of just means it'll most likely happen sometime in 2025. My best guess is sometime in Q1 of 2025. I don't particularly think Q3 of next year, Q4 is going to be good. But we'll have to see how the data shakes out. The memes are breaking out now. Yeah, they've been doing all right. You know, with the daily chart here, they're just making back some of the grounds that we saw yesterday off of those last 2 days here, as they had some pretty big losses. Whiff token, nah, they're doing okay. Bonk, you know, okay, trying to bounce off the 20. Miro, okay. They still have a long way to go from where they were just about a week ago. Right? Still like 40% off. And right? So, you know, they still need some rehabilitation here. Sheeb is doing pretty good, but Sheeb never actually had a big parabolic pop like a Dogecoin did or a Pepe did, right? It went up, but not the big parabolic move. So, you know, there's still plenty of stuff to buy. I'm putting a list together. I should have it by Friday, I believe, of altcoins I'm buying. There's going to be like a meme coin list, I think. That's going to be the #1 thing. And everything else will trickle out over time during my live streams, but remember, if you guys want to go buy some memes, all you got to do is click on memes in coinmarketcap.com and scroll down to the market caps you like, and then just start looking through names. And if you like something, you put a little gold star on it, and it'll say add to this watch list, add to that watch list. For me, though, it's really been these tokens that have 0.0000 something, so you can own a bunch of the tokens, and it has a low market cap. That's generally where I've been going. Sometimes something rises so fast that I can't get a hold of it. Chill Guy, Just a Chill Guy is a very good example of that one. Same with one about the Peanut the Squirrel. Sometimes I'm just not fast enough, but again, it's at 569 million. That's still a decent market cap if you wanted to buy into it. You just have to hope that your exchange has it. And as far as I know, a lot of exchanges have this now because it went viral pretty fast. But I think Crypto.com has this. I think Coinbase has this. Yeah, Crypto.com is right there. Maybe Coinbase has it, maybe not. CoinW has it. Lbank has it. Yeah, so there's a few exchanges that already have it. And most of you guys have access to Crypto.com. So maybe you want to buy something like that. But keep on going down here. It allows me. There you go. We're going into 30 million, 40 million, real low market caps. You know, Mother Iggy, Grok, Pepe Fork, all very, very tiny things. Very, very high risk, but you can always try your luck with some of them. You can see Hoppy right here. This one's been a freaking shit show for me so far, not doing so hot. But maybe it'll do something in the future. If not, I lose $100, right? Crow with Knife. This one's been doing fine for me last 3 days, up 16%. Last 7 days, down 24%. Really big move. Anything else that I own down here? I've heard of this Skibbity toilet thing, but it's not my cup of tea. Let's see. No, I don't know any of these tokens. It's too low of a market cap. It's crazy how all of these tokens have like millions of dollars in market cap. Can you imagine if there wasn't as many of these tokens, what would be happening? Oh, here's one, Pinot. I haven't got a chance to buy into this yet, but I'm looking to see if it'll get on an exchange. But Pinot is something I'm looking forward to as well here, so hopefully that'll happen. The website is interesting enough, I would say. Right, the bad boy of Solana. Solana's been pumping a while, so I expect it to do pretty well. And then the X account is decent enough, I would say. Right. Meet Pinot, legendary, best friends with Ponk, Pang, and Matt. Right, so basically just a chill meme. High risk as always, and that's what we're gonna have to deal with. Elon Musk is promoting Doge as much as he can right now, and I'm here for it. Just get ready for more Dogecoin, guys. I don't know exactly how high it's going, but the fact that they're talking about it so much, there's like a real power behind his words now because he's like standing over, you know, so standing next to the president, the next president of the United States. It does mean some stuff. Everything else, European and African art. Slay, let's see. Share the same face. Anything else? No. Let me see if there's anything with Bitcoin here. When Bitcoin goes from 91K to 93K, but remember you bought at 99K? Oh, man. I'll see it. Yeah, there's not really much new. That's the 22nd. Owning Bitcoin is the new American dream. Oh, damn. Hope you get some Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, there's a video I posted, but that one's on my YouTube channel as well. Mayor of Vancouver, Canada proposes motion for the city to hold Bitcoin as a reserve asset. I think it'll be very great for cities, to be honest. There are wealthy cities out there in the United States that can somewhat balance the budget, or even a small town, but them having a little bit of Bitcoin can go a long way to making sure that they're taken care of if the government ever has issues with all of the money that they're printing off, right? How do I want to do this? There we go. See if Bitcoin breaks out in the next few minutes. I think it's a good. Do I think it's a good move to cop Ethereum right now? I don't know what cop means. Did I ever look into Pulse Chain? I think a long time ago, if it's the Pulse Chain I'm thinking about, but I never really did anything with it. I think I bought some for the cycle, but I only think it was like $100 worth. I'm not even sure if it did anything good. Algorand, that's usually a long-term hold thing for me. I don't day trade it. The Skibbity Toilet guy was streaming live on Pump Fund. Now they removed live streams on Pump Fund. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, didn't some kids, I think, yeah, some kids scammed a bunch of people on there. Honestly, I did not even know what Pump Fund was, to be honest. I don't know. I would just let it happen. That way people can dox themselves. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody rug pulls, you know what I mean? Like, then you know who they are and everything, as much as you can, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Just seems crazy. Seems very, very, very crazy. Yeah, it's why I don't go into meme coins that are very, very low market cap, like hundreds of thousands. I haven't been able to win once, and then I just kind of gave up on them because they sucked that much. They sucked so much. And I didn't lose that much money, but I just didn't win. And not winning feels horrible when it comes to cryptocurrency. Am I going to my grandparents for Thanksgiving? Yes, I am, and I am not making a single thing. No. My grandmother's making everything this year. My sister's making some desserts right now upstairs. I guess I'm gonna help her make some desserts. But besides that, no, I don't usually make anything here. I just enjoy the food. I enjoy the food. I help my grandparents with whatever software problems they're having throughout the day. Like, my grandmother got a new phone, I'm gonna teach her how to use it. I'm gonna help my grandfather set up a new investment account. That's the type of stuff, because I'm the money guy. I know all the financial stuff and the tech stuff, so that's basically what I'm doing. I'm helping my grandparents out with a lot of stuff, which should be pretty fun. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna hang out with them until I'm done eating. Gonna spend another hour with them talking and chatting them up. But I think I don't know if my uncle's gonna be up here or not. But afterwards, I'm going down to the cigar lounge to hang out because the cigar group is a big family and they're having another Thanksgiving dinner. So I'll be over there to smoke some cigars and maybe snack on some ham and ham or something. But I'm not gonna really eat too much. I'm gonna basically take a bunch of to-go boxes from both those places, have food for days. And I absolutely love turkey sandwiches. It's one of my favorite things in the freaking world. And I've been craving food a lot here because, I guess I've been craving it, but I always like Thanksgiving turkeys. And because I've been working out every day, I've just been like feeling I need to eat more. But so far it's been working out. Some guy locked himself in the washroom for 84 hours live stream. Oh shit, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't know. See, people are desperate to have their life changed right now, and they don't really care how they do it. People just want to get famous, and I completely understand it, right? I just don't know how they have the stamina for that type of stuff. You got to be very careful. You have to be, you can be crazy, but you have to be a certain type of crazy, a controllable crazy. You can't be like the Joker type of crazy. You have to be the Kai Cenat type of crazy, where you're excited, you're yeah, but at the same time, you know who pays the bills, right? But yeah. Oof. They found that kid and his mom real quick. Oh yeah, very, very fast. Very, very fast. It's not hard, especially when there's hackers involved in this tech environment. No, they can track everything down in a heartbeat. And hey, Puma, hey Mike, it's about time Ethereum made the, what are your thoughts on the potential of Ethereum and Ethereum Classic? We just talked about this, but you're a member, so I give you the little extra perks. So, right now, be careful because Ethereum is up against a big level of resistance. Bitcoin as a whole is still bullish in the weekly chart, but we are seeing a little bit more choppiness in the daily. So it might take a little bit more time before Ethereum finally makes that larger breakout and starts going up to all-time highs, which are about $4,900. The way I'm looking at this right now is actually from the monthly chart. I think after we kind of break above that, I think the next big level of resistance is going to be the $5,000 level. I know we're going to have some hiccups over here around, you know, this little batch of highs around 4,000 and stuff. I don't think it'll be too hard because this is so much of a pent up move that's expected, right? Bitcoin's at all-time highs, Solana's at all-time highs, Ethereum is doing shit compared to those two. So I do think it's going to try to play catch up here as far as the big three. And then I was trying to do some Fibonacci levels and stuff like that, but there really hasn't been a good one for Ethereum. Like if I go back over here and just show you this very fast. All right, this one worked okay back in the day. Again, that's that level of resistance we were just talking about as far as all-time highs. But everything else, if I can pull this up, and that doesn't go high enough right there. Get rid of that very fast. All right. Next level of resistance is going to be 5,600, then 8,400. I don't know if we're going to go that high this cycle because of how market cap works, you know, but I can expect us to at least hit $5,500 this cycle. I'm hoping that we can kind of continue breaking out. Maybe the weekly chart shows a little bit more resistance here. Yeah, there's so much choppiness here where I don't like it that much. I guess certain things are still useful. I guess certain things are still, certain levels useful. This one is not. Right now, that next level of resistance in the short term is 38.31. That's not far. After that, all-time highs up here around 46.28. Then up here towards 56.63. Those are going to be a few levels I'd be looking forward to. We'll see if it actually goes straight up, but I expect we're going to have another grinding consolidation zone here with Ethereum. And then we'll have, you know, periodic pops, if you will. And Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic, I don't know. I don't ever look at Ethereum Classic. It's one of those tokens that's so old, but it's on Robinhood, so it always has an opportunity, right? Well, this one's already breaking out, which is good news for you, but it's currently in a big level of resistance. I don't know if a trend line like this really matters all too much, but we can put it there. Yeah, it's breaking out. Momentum is already there on the weekly chart. Momentum is on the 12-day chart, and on the daily chart. Why is it there? It is. I still think it looks okay, but I would not be chasing Ethereum Classic at this point. Maybe Ethereum if it manages to break out again. But I would definitely want to see this thing cool off here because this thing is already going sky high. But your next level of resistance is where you're at right now. After that, you're going to go about $39. It's almost like a 39 block up here to 46. It's like almost like a $7-8 block that you're going to have to be concerned about. But I would still be holding for a larger move because, again, we got plenty of time for this market to continue going strong, you know, for new highs and such like that. Anyways, Puma. Do I think Solana can flip Ethereum, especially when the gas goes? What are the current market caps? Because Ethereum just made this big move. I think it'll be hard this cycle. Unless Solana can have some really good news coming out. I don't know if they can, but if Solana can put out a good product or something, I'm sure there could be some good moves there. Also, if Solana meme coins take off, you could definitely see that be a help, especially since Ethereum gas fees, like you're talking about, they can get really, really expensive really, really fast. I'd put it at maybe a 5 to 10% chance. And hey, I'm happy to see my man. Let's see right here. Hey, bro, unmoderated live stream platforms usually always turn out how Pump did, and they got crazier since money is involved, of course. Yeah, that's true. Well, got to be careful, right? You got to be very, very careful. I don't care too much about what I see on the streams as long as I know about, I know about it beforehand, right? I know I'm gonna see some stupid people doing some crazy stuff to try to pump up their tokens. Isn't that the whole goal of that site, I think, right? And hey, man, I can't understand Chinese, but I appreciate you joining the stream. What do you think about Doge? Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. That's all I ever recommend on Dogecoin is buy and hold. And if it makes a big pop, you can sell in that big pop if you want to, because usually after it pops, it comes back down a little bit more. But yeah, that's usually a good way to go about it. Dogecoin to me has always been something I just want to buy and hold because of Elon Musk and what he's going to be able to try to do with it. There you go. Give a little treat to Loki. Oh my god. Homemade loose leaf tea, but it's been iced. It freaking tastes amazing. You opened at 91.5 with a stop loss at 90.8 with 25x. Took 27% at 96,800. So you're talking about Bitcoin then? Okay, I was like $90. What asset's $90? 96,800. That's a good trade. I mean, when we were talking about it last night, when did I go live? Like 7 o'clock or something like this? 6 o'clock. Okay. I told you guys it'd be nice to buy down here, right? And you bought before I even did, so that's great. And then I said ride it up to 96,000, right? That was my play because it also was right below that level of resistance up here on 96.5. But yeah, if you took that trade, congratulations. It was a very, very good trade there. It was a little bit of a higher risk trade because you were trying to play the bounce off of that old support level that we talked about, or it was a resistance level, right, a couple weeks ago. Now it's a support level, let's say that, since we broke out above it. But you're still seeing Bitcoin make some good moves here, and that's all that matters. Let's see. You're a fan? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it a lot. Anyone do good with SPA at Pumped? I don't even know what SPA is. Interesting. But as long as you guys are making money, that's always a good thing here. For me, I've just been dollar cost averaging. I saw that dip for the last couple days. I was like, I might as well buy some of this stuff up. Because again, the weekly chart still remains pretty bullish. And if you go back in time a little bit, when Bitcoin does go really high and crazy, that MACD turned around well before the price went really bad and bearish, right? It set off at 50,000 bucks and eventually went down to like 29,000, right? Same thing over here. We had a bad sell signal over here, but still, if you bought over here or even over here, if you had your stop losses, you'd be fine with that. And then we kept on coming down, down, down. Then we had the death cross coming in, and then again, really bad sign right there. But I think by that time the monthly chart was bearish, wasn't it? Yeah, the monthly chart was already bearish from there, so you wouldn't take that buying opportunity. But yeah, I mean, those are some of the simple things we look at here, but we don't really have a sign right now that we're in any big danger. Momentum is continuing to climb week over week over week. We're still in a nice little golden age of Bitcoin here, especially with all that Wall Street money coming in to help us out. You've been dollar cost averaging since SNL? Oh, so you've really been dollar cost averaging down for a while here. Maybe only recently having some big moving your average back up. Your Bitcoin and chilling, just bought more Doge Pepper Sheep today. There you go. But yeah, I mean, everything's cheaper than it was a few days ago. I don't think people realize that, but I only say it so many times because otherwise people get bored with it. Let's see. Making sure I'm not looking at anything. There we go. All right, let's check out X very fast. I just want. Oh, actually, what's moving today? Ethereum service name is up 49%. Athena is up 22. Uniswap is up 13. Ethereum Classic is up 13. Stellar is up 13. Interesting. Anything down? Algorand is down 4%, but besides that, everything else is actually doing pretty good for the last 24 hours. Let's see. Today's the 27th. Yeah, where's all the stuff from the 27th? Here you go. President Trump is assembling an army to fight for Bitcoin. Here, let me see if I can listen to this with you guys very fast. I don't watch Fox Business much right now because they're very hard to get on the bootleg websites, and I don't pay for cable, so there we go. Let's see how this turns out. Let's turn up the volume for you guys. There we go.
These are all things that President Trump raised during his campaign, and he seems to be assembling a very pro-Bitcoin cabinet. His leadership understand the assets, not only just Bitcoin, but other digital assets and the opportunities for blockchain. And it then moves into the whole AI culture as well. So I see these things as being part and parcel of creating a 21st century economy that has its anchor in the United States. Yeah. These are all things that President...
Okay, all right. I mean, as long as Trump has a strong cabinet, I don't think we really have anything to worry about here. But, you know, we have to see all of these people actually be confirmed, and that confirmation is going to take some time. You know, there could be a whole other hidden contingent of anti-crypto people we don't know about. But I believe the big one that really hated cryptocurrency the most, his name was Sherrod Brown. And he made the mistake of trying to ban Bitcoin along with Elizabeth Warren. And remember, Ohio is a purple state, where Elizabeth Warren is, I think she's Massachusetts or something like that, up, you know, northeast. That is not necessarily a very red part of the country. So you gotta honor your constituents. I don't know what made that guy hate cryptocurrency so much. He must have been paid to hate cryptocurrency. Do I think we retest the 97,000 resistance? I mean, chances are the way we're going right now, we end up breaking out above it and trying to go back up towards like $98,000, $99,000. But it probably won't happen right away. We may just tilt back up a little bit more, right? We may even go past, what are you talking about, 97,000? We may get knocked back down for another consolidation, make a higher low on the bottom, and then have a breakout coming up Sunday or Monday once the market's about to open back up. That's what most likely is going to happen here. But I'm just dollar costing average this whole week just in case we find a way to pump up early. This is going to be the hard thing of just like going straight up. But I think dollar cost averaging is probably the better play now. I gave you guys a buy opportunity here that I told you guys was high risk. We can buy down here at 92,000. You could sell at 96, but it's already hit that. So again, I would have no real reason to be in anything at this point as far as day trading is concerned, or short-term swing trading. There you go. Yeah, I'm just choosing to be patient right now. I mean, I'm buying the dip as far as dollar cost averaging, but I'm not even doing many trades. Partially because normally when I trade, I love to be by my computer, but this week I'm so swamped, I'm literally just not at my computer. So I'm still giving you guys ideas and plays, but like they're all going to be like, oh, maybe you should probably do a 5x leverage play here, not a crazy play. Like I like calling a play like that, and I love seeing that Crypto Face is on a few minutes later, and he's like, he has that exact same play in mind, and he's already opened the trade, and I was like, you guys can go watch Crypto Face, he has the trade. You guys just hear about it a little bit earlier on my streams, right? Because I stream earlier than he does. I like your chart. What are the green and blue yellow lines? So the green line, no matter what time frame I'm on, the green line is going to be a 20 moving average. The blue line is going to be a 50 moving average, and the yellow line is going to be a 200 moving average. You can use different averages if you want to, as far as you can choose different numbers, or you can choose different type of moving averages. Most of you guys are going to be using regular moving averages. On TradingView, it's called simple moving average. After that, there's something called EMAs, which is exponential moving average, and that's where you start to weight certain candles over other candles. Then you have your double exponential moving averages, and then you have your triple exponential moving averages, and I think there's even a few more on top of that, but for the most of you guys, SMA, simple moving average, and the exponential moving averages are more than enough for you guys. I've seen, the only ones I've really seen using the TMAs or the DMAs have been scalpers on maybe the 5 and 1 minute charts. They really want to see that momentum shift fast. Do I use MEXC? No, I used to use MEXC, but unfortunately MEXC is no longer allowed in Washington State. I don't have access to it. The same guy that predicted Trump would get shot by his ear predicts that XP will go to $5 quickly. Hey, Vegas Nick, that'd be something that'd be really nice to see right there. I mean, $5 XRP, that would make it worthwhile for all the holding I've done over the years. Not months, or maybe not even 1 or 2 years, but I mean like years. I've been holding onto my XRP years. Let's see. Oh, you're from Taiwan? Oh, nice. I haven't been over to Taiwan just yet, but I've seen a lot of good travel videos on YouTube about it. Bitcoin dominance is on the 57%. Oh, that must be because of Ethereum making that huge surge that we saw today. That was a really big move. I mean, you guys are talking about Doge. Oh, yeah, Doge is making a pump right now. I wonder... There's nothing new. It must just be a technical, like this is my stuff from November 14th. Latest. Let's see. Let's see. Legal battle for whatever his name is. Peanut. Oh, is she making a move? Oh, she was trying to make a move, but not nearly as good right now. It's only up half. Bonk is up a little bit more. Whiff is up a little bit more. Dang is going up a little bit more, which is nice. Other assets are not really making the move just yet. GRT, XLM, RLC, they're a little bit more sideways now. Injective still down, so it's more of a meme phenomenon at the moment here, guys. So if you guys looking to day trade, meme coins seem to be the thing of choice here. But I mean, that's pretty fast move, guys. This happened over the period like the last half an hour. Breakout right here. Could be a nice 4% push. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, Dogecoin's already up about 5-6%. Yeah, it sucks. It's already had a breakout too, and it just wasn't able to keep up with it. At least we have this uptrend still working in our favor. But for now, it feels more like... Alright. More like a rising channel here. We're definitely going to need to break out above this. Otherwise, as soon as we break down, I'll be selling some Dogecoin that I bought back over here over the last few weeks. Not my long-term stuff because I'm still hoping for 80 cents and whatnot, but got to be careful with this type of stuff. Hoping to continue to go higher. There you go. We need to see Bitcoin making these stronger moves and heading for its level of resistance, which happens to be around 98,000 bucks at this point in time for that trend line. Oh, BNB made a move too? Let's see. Do you think WOL will drop again before altcoin season begins? I don't know the acronym for WOL. You'd have to let me know what that means. You couldn't find anything recent from Elon X. I feel like I need to just not show you guys X on my computer because X on the phone works very, very well. It's everything else that has so many freaking issues. And I think I'm going to delete one of my Telegram groups because it keeps on getting spammed like a fucking motherfucker. I have one that has like hundreds of you guys in there. The other one where I wanted you guys to talk, I just, no. I'm going to end up getting rid of that. But yeah. It's about time for a dump. Bitcoin's chill right now, but if you are looking for a dump, just watch to see if we break down below 95,721. Let's see. What are my thoughts on ETFs like MSTX? Typically with ETFs, I think if you don't want to get into cryptocurrency, you just want to have some exposure to it. Typically, I'm all for it. I don't know much about MSTX though. But if it has anything to do with cryptocurrency, yeah, usually just going to dump a little bit of money in there and let it sit. Hopefully there's some type of dividend system that comes out of it, although probably not for the volatile token like this. And if you're lucky, you'll have a 2x bull, a 2x short type of movement. That way, kind of makes it a little bit easier for you. Okay, sorry, making sure I'm not running over my dog. But yeah, usually that's what I like to do. Let's see. Solana, oh yeah, we already talked about Solana, but here, it's the same thing as before. There's nothing really crazy happening with it. I had that big pump a while ago. We're still dealing with a little bit of resistance here. It's kind of a shame because we did actually break out above this Fibonacci level, but Bitcoin took a dump, so of course Solana took a dump. Weekly chart, still bullish. The daily chart, however, is a little bit more bearish. I would expect some type of similar pattern like we saw with Bitcoin. Go up, come back down, have a higher low, then we break out sometime next week. That's kind of what I'm guessing is going to happen right now. Until then, I'm just being cautious because if we do end up getting rejected from these levels of resistance and do come back down here, this is going to be the last big opportunity for a lot of shorts to try to push down these prices for a little bit longer. If not, then we really go into blast off mode. Bitcoin will be hitting over 100K next week and we'll be going crazy. Or it'll be happening over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe not necessarily next week, but we could really see Bitcoin making a huge move then. There. I've barely been active since it turned to X, and I'm only following about 10 people. Elon, of course. Yeah, I mean, I like X, but like, I feel like I need to like do a much better job of just following people. I'm a searcher by heart, so I just want to search for what I want to see. But the search algorithm on the computer is so bad compared to what it is on your phone. I don't know why the system is so different, but like it really sucks. It really sucks on the website. But if you want to go look at like the trending stuff, like that's usually okay. Bitcoin Live now has a new channel on here. Again, this I remember I had a Bitcoin stream just like this, and it only says 31 views. It is very difficult to get a Bitcoin stream like running on X, and I tried and I gave up really fast. It also has it on Rumble too. But yeah, it's just like the stream went down due to an error on X, right? So that's why I don't even stream too much. Just live streaming on X is just one of the hardest things, and I'm running a stream right now on X, right? I can't watch it because I'm streaming myself, but oh, there you go. It actually is playing. It's a little better than last time, but like, you know, no comments, no engagement, no nothing. It's just kind of there. It's not getting shown to anybody. If anything, I thought live videos should get pushed very heavily on. Antonio Brown is fucking wild. If anything, I thought they would be pushing out live stream videos even more, because that should keep people on the platform longer, listening to people that are talking. And it's like a space, but we're talking, right? And we're just you can see our faces. You can see what I'm showing you on the screen. It's not just our voices and things like that. Should you sell Doge right now? It depends on what your plan was when you bought it. If it hit your price target, yeah, you can sell, definitely. If it didn't hit your price target, you could always scale out if you know, but that's up to you. And hey, Gruff, I might have like 1 or 3 TikTok accounts that I've deleted over the years. Yeah, I should have 1 or 2. I will never message anybody on TikTok though. I will never message anybody on TikTok, Instagram, or anywhere. I don't message people. I just don't message people. Yeah, I just refuse to message people on platforms. So if you see somebody trying to, you know, ask you for money or something like that, it's not me. It'll never be me. I'm perfectly fine. What do you call? I was mad. I remember I had to fix up my car yesterday. I was expecting for like a nice heater, like I would replace some part of the heater that needed to be fixing. Then maybe that'd be $400. Then getting my tires and, you know, brakes on maybe another $500. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just spend $1,000. I had to go spend some money doing some other stuff. Nah, my heater fused together because the wires got too hot So I needed a whole new heater. It cost like $1,900, and I was like, holy fuck. But I got my car detailed today, and it is looking fantastic. Very fantastic right now. I don't know, just being in a nicely new cleaned car that has like a nice clean smell to it. No dog hair in it yet. Everything is crystal clean. It's good. Are we talking on one of them? I don't know what that means. The plan for Doge is to hit 3,500 and retire. If it hits 3,500, I'm retiring, and I can afford to live in the United States for as long as I live, as long as I want, right? Right now, I can afford to live in the United States, I guess, but like, I'm still thinking about moving abroad. Really depends on what I do over the next couple of years. You know, how fast that happens. Do I want to spend a few months out there by myself, you know, for a little bit? You know, maybe I'll live in Thailand for 2 months and I'll leave Loki with my sister or something, right? And if she comes down here for the summer, I don't think she will, but if she did, she could watch Loki for 2 months. I'd have a fence for him to play outside all the time. You know, that type of stuff. Or I could pay for a lady to like live in my house for a little bit and watch Loki like that, so that wouldn't be a hassle. But I gotta plan everything out because I wouldn't want to leave Loki alone for that long a period of time. Mike, since that one night we talked about BitBoy, Discover Crypto always keeps popping up in my notifications out. AIO is always listening. Yeah, I mean, remember, YouTube likes to push the larger channels over the small ones, specifically when it comes to those mega channels. It's only for mega channels. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really see much value from their content. But I mean, I think the value is to be entertained, not be educated. And the entertainers in crypto make a lot more money. I'm moving towards more entertainment type stuff, but it's like making boring stuff entertaining. So it's not necessarily like piles of shit that I'm talking about. I'm basically taking a CNBC video where like an experienced guy's talking, or a Bloomberg video, right? And I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to be responding to certain things and giving you guys my points of view. You guys have already seen some of those videos and I've been happy with the results so far. They're averaging about maybe a couple hundred views right now, but I think if I build up the audience a little bit more, it should be fine. One of the videos hit like 16,000, so that was also pretty nice. I deliver a lot of large catering orders. Oh man, I do courier work and now I bought cargo van. It smells like food and cargo. Oh, that sounds pretty good as long as it's good food. Did I hear that Elon Musk through his AI company XAI has announced the creations of AI-focused game studio and continue to innovate the gaming industry? That could be kind of cool. I've never really found much money in the gaming sector personally, but I like to see new games out there, I would say, right? What was the cost of detailing my car? I think after everything, so I got a interior car detail, pet hair removal, and then I also got, they took the seats out of the car, which was an extra cost. All of that was about $438, something like that, plus like a $40 tip, you know. So yeah, good job. I didn't know you had a tip for detailing, but I did it anyway. I didn't give him a full 20% because that'd be kind of crazy. UDC, ADA, Doge, and SCI, those are good opportunities, I would think. But yeah, a little under $500 overall, I would say, for detailing the car. They did a fantastic job, though. I mean, fantastic job. I think I'm gonna go back to them next year for a ceramic coat paint. But I think one of my friends said he knows somebody that can do it cheap. So, he's a professional that does it for a living, and he just helps brothers out, I guess. So I'll have to kind of look at that. I stepped completely away from crypto content for 3 years and focused on my gig work content. Now I do a mix of bag of hobbies, gig work, and a little crypto. There you go. That's nice. I would have to charge you about $200 for the detail job. I used to do that at work. See, I wish. You know what? It used to be like that. Their prices on the website were not updated with all the prices they had before. And so what I noticed was as soon as I walked in, they had a new pamphlet and the prices were much more expensive. So it was not supposed to be $430. But what do you call it? I was fine with it. As long as I get good service and, you know, good stuff, I'm usually willing to pay for some good stuff, right? But BitBoy is a tool. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I've met everybody by now. They all seem okay. It's just everybody runs their channel a different way, and I think people have changed the way they run their channels nowadays because the YouTube algorithm rewards certain things over others. So they're just playing with the algorithm. You'll notice that like there are channels, like maybe a Crypto Wendy, right, where she puts out a lot of content, but she doesn't really get many views, but she has a shit ton of subscribers. Because she makes videos when she wants to, and she's kind of chill like that. There's like a chill class of streamers out there, and those are the ones that make it into like a full-fledged like business. I'm not going to be a full-fledged business type of guy. I just want to make some videos. That's all I really want to do. But yeah, it's just a totally different world. Let's see, $400 I would have washed and waxed the engine cleanup as well as the interior. And you don't live in Washington, man. Everything's overpriced up here right now. All right, but okay, everybody, I'm going to call it a night for the stream. I will go live with you guys tomorrow because even though it's Thanksgiving, I'll try to go live in the morning time sometime there. Loki's begging for me to take him outside here, possibly also a treat, so I'm going to take him outside. It's been fun hanging with you guys. If I get back later on tonight from cigar smoking and I'm not too tired, I will go live again. But right now, it just seems like we're slowly, you know, doing a whole bunch of nothing. And usually when we see these larger moves, like we saw right here, it's happening in the morning, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Remember, I know I keep on pointing this out, but that market sessions, I mean, look at that. New York time is where it's at, everybody. So if you guys can wake up at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you're usually doing a little bit better. And again, Tokyo time is maybe a little bit more slow, but that New York time, it's where the magic is happening here. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Keep, just remember that, and then be careful as you guys trade. I think it's more of a day trading environment than opening up a new swing trade environment, if you will. So thanks, and then I'll let you guys see Loki one more time because he's been a big, fat baby. Yeah, he's such a nice little dog.